Imagine a moment when someone said something that seemed fine, but you felt hesitation. You wondered if the full truth was there. Everyone has felt this. Lies appear in many forms, and each person responds uniquely. You'll explore how the 4 d.i.s.c styles handle lies, why they tell them, and how these patterns influence trust. As you listen, think about your interactions in daily moments where truth bends unnoticed. You're about to take a deep, steady look at how dominant D, dominant I, dominant S, and dominant C deal with truth, half-truths, and the times when honesty becomes uncomfortable. The aim is to help you recognize these patterns in yourself and others, so you can communicate with greater clarity and fewer misunderstandings. As you listen, consider how your own reactions shape your relationships. If you haven't yet completed the d.i.s.c personality assessment, click on the link in the top right-hand corner of the screen to access your assessment. A lie isn't always a bold creation. Sometimes it's a softened version to make someone feel safe. Sometimes it's a story trimmed to avoid judgment. Sometimes it's fear of losing control or disappointing someone. Every person lies at some point, even if it's as small as "I'm fine." People usually bend the truth to protect something: comfort, pride, relationships, or control. This isn't about calling people out. It's about understanding the motivation behind the lie. Think of the last time you weren't fully honest. Were you protecting yourself or someone else? That quiet answer reveals more than the lie itself. The dominant D, or the red style, moves through the world with drive and urgency. And this speed shapes their relationship with the truth. Their reasons for lying are nearly always tied to momentum. When a dominant D lies, it's usually because it removes delays or clears a path. They might claim a task is already handled or insist they have the situation under control, simply to keep things moving. To them, the lie isn't personal, it's practical. When the dominant D looks at lies, they judge them by their outcomes. If a lie pushes progress forward, they can justify it. They see lies as tools, not emotional choices. But when someone lies to them, everything shifts. A dominant D feels challenged or disrespected. You may hear a direct question, see frustration, or feel pressure for immediate clarity. They want the truth so they can act. Their reactions can be intense, but they pass quickly once they regain control. When a dominant D catch themselves lying, they rationalize it. They focus on the goal. If the fallout becomes too heavy, they adjust their approach. They adapt quickly when outcomes are affected by consequences. In everyday life, you'll see this pattern clearly. A dominant D athlete exaggerates training hours to intimidate a rival. A dominant D manager downplays a problem to avoid slowing the team down. A dominant D friend promises they're 2 minutes away long before they've even left the house. Dominant D lie for speed, respond strongly when deceived, and forgive quickly when respect returns. The dominant I, or the color yellow, brings energy and connection into every interaction. Their relationship with lies grows from their desire to be liked, valued, and welcomed. When a dominant I lies, it often shows up as a colorful story, a stretched detail, or a confident claim that feels good in the moment. They add brightness because they want to keep the room alive. The dominant I sees small lies as harmless. They view them as storytelling rather than deception. Approval matters deeply, and that can nudge them into bending the truth. But when someone lies to them, the impact is emotional. They feel as if the connection they trusted has been shaken. You'll often see surprise first, followed by sadness or confusion. They find it hard to understand why someone they care about would opt for dishonesty. When the dominant I lies to itself, memory becomes flexible. They may forget what they said or genuinely believe their own version of events. This isn't manipulation. It's the result of speaking from emotion rather than detail. In daily life, the dominant I pattern is unmistakable. A friend adds flair to a simple story. A coworker promises deadlines they can't meet because they want to please everyone. A partner insists they remembered something they clearly forgot. The dominant I lies to stay liked, feels wounded when the truth breaks, and often blends imagination with memory. The dominant S, or green style, seeks calm, comfort, and emotional safety. Their approach to lies is shaped by a strong desire to avoid conflict. When a green lies, it's often to keep the peace. They might say it's okay when it isn't, or I don't mind when they actually do. They want harmony more than accuracy, and honesty can feel risky. The dominant S see lies as cushions that soften uncomfortable conversations. They use them to prevent tension. But when someone lies to them, the pain goes deep. They feel let down, and the disappointment lingers. Instead of confronting the issue, they may withdraw, replaying the moment privately. When the dominant S lies to themselves, they justify it as kindness. They believe they're protecting someone's feelings. Later, guilt settles in, but speaking up is still hard. They don't want to disrupt the calm they've worked so hard to maintain. You'll see these patterns in daily life. The dominant S coworker agrees to extra work even when overwhelmed. A friend hides their own preferences to avoid conflict. A family member carries stress alone because they don't want to be a burden. The dominant S lies to keep peace, feels deep hurt when deceived, and rebuilds trust slowly and cautiously. The dominant C, or the blue style, thinks before acting and values accuracy and structure. Lies appear when they feel exposed or fear criticism. When a dominant C lies, it's usually to protect their reputation or avoid being judged. They may hide an error, give a polished explanation, or present a version of events that keeps their image intact. Their lies are deliberate, not impulsive. The dominant C views lie in serious choices. They weigh risks, consequences, and long-term effects before they speak. But when someone lies to them, the reaction is sharp and controlled. They feel insulted or disrespected. They replay conversations, check timelines, and look for inconsistencies. They want to understand the full picture, not for revenge, but for closure. When the dominant C lies to themselves, guilt weighs on them. They often fix problems quietly instead of asking for help. They'd rather correct the issue behind the scenes than risk someone questioning their abilities. This pattern shows up often. The dominant C student blames a late assignment on a technical issue. A worker corrects errors at night so no one sees. A partner uses a logical explanation to cover a small oversight. The dominant C lies to protect competence, reacts with analysis when deceived, and rebuilds trust only when facts are fully aligned. That brings us to the end of this overview. If you found this short overview interesting and want us to delve deeper into the topic, please share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.